The poverty rate last year was the highest in 12 years. In the recession, the nation's poverty rate climbed to 13.2% last year, up from 12.5% in 2007, according to an annual report released by the Census Bureau. The report also documented a decline in employer-provided health insurance and in coverage for adults. The rise in the poverty rate, the highest level since 1997, portends even larger increases this year, which has registered far higher unemployment than in 2008, economists said. The Bureau said at least 39.8 million residents last year lived below the poverty line, defined as an income of $22,025 for a family of four. And another sign of both the recession and the long-term stagnation of middle-class wages, median family incomes in 2008 fell to $50,300 compared with $52,200 a year before. This wiped out the income gains of the previous 3 years, the report said. Adjusted for inflation, in fact, median family incomes were lower in 2008 than a decade earlier. And when they stand up, they always fall back down, not able to go forward, not able to progress. This is the largest decline in the first year of a recession we've seen since the Census Bureau started collecting data after World War II, said Lawrence Katz, an economist at Harvard University, referring to household incomes. We've seen a lost decade for the typical American family. In other words, a reduction in the standard of living. The share of American residents who said they lacked health insurance throughout the entire year remained steady at 15.4%, or 46.3 million people. But the total masked some more worrisome trends that are helping to drive the debate over a national healthcare overhaul. Continuing an 8-year trend, the number of people with private or employer-sponsored insurance declined, while the number of people relying on government insurance programs, including Medicare, Medicaid, the Children's Insurance Program, and military insurance, rose. The share of children who are uninsured declined to 9.9% from 11% in 2007, apparently because of the federal government's special efforts to insure low-income children. But at the same time, the share of adults aged 18 to 64 without health insurance rose to 20.3% in 2008 from 19.6% in 2007. In a speech Thursday to promote his healthcare overhaul, President Obama referred to the census survey and said that things had grown worse since September 2008. Over the last 12 months, it's estimated that the ranks of the uninsured have swelled by nearly 6 million people, he said. And because unemployment has climbed so much more sharply in 2009, averaging 9% or more, compared with an average of 5.8% in 2008, the real spike in poverty is going to be in the 2009 numbers, which we get next year, said a professor of public policy at the University of Michigan, and also a co-editor. And once again, these are more signs, definitely more signs of the times. Both the poverty rate and the number in poverty increased for non-Hispanic whites from 2007 to 2008, 8.6%, and 17.0 million in 2008, up from 8.2% and 16.0 million in 2007. The poverty rate for non-Hispanic whites was lower than for other racial groups. They accounted for 42.7% of the people in poverty, compared with 65.4% of the total population. In 2008, both the poverty rate and the number in poverty increased for the people in poverty. Real median household income declined by 3.6% between 2007 and 2008. Real median income declined for both family 3.3%, and non-family households 4.0% between 2007 and 2008. Households of each race category and those of Hispanic origin had declines in real median income between 2007 and 2008. Native and foreign-born households, including those maintained by a naturalized citizen, had declines in real median income between 2007 and 2008. Real median income, or earnings of both men and women who worked full-time, year-round, declined in 2008 following increases in 2007. Men's earnings declined by 1.0% to $46,367, and women's declined by 1.9% to $35,745. Real per capita income declined by 3.1% for the total population between 2007 and 2008. Per capita income declined by 2.9% for non-Hispanic whites, 3.8% for blacks, and 3.3% for Hispanics. Real median household income declined by 3.6% between 2007 and 2008, larger than the 1.7% decline for the income years surrounding the December 1969 to November 1970 recession. Real median income for households of each race category and those of Hispanic origin declined between 2007 and 2008. The official poverty rate in 2008 was 13.2%, up from 12.5% in 2007. This was the first statistically significant annual increase in the poverty rate since 2004, when poverty increased to 12.7% from 12.5% in 2003. In 2008, at least 39.8 million people were in poverty, up from 37.3 million in 2007, the second consecutive annual increase in the number of people in poverty. In 2008, the poverty rate increased for non-Hispanic whites, 8.6% in 2008, up from 8.2% in 2007. Asians, 11.8% in 2008, up from 10.2% in 2007. And Hispanics, 23.2% in 2008, up from 21.5% in 2007. The poverty rate in 2008 was the highest poverty rate since 1997. The poverty rate increased for children under 18 years old, 19.0% in 2008, up from 18.0% in 2007. And people 18 to 64 years old, 11.7% in 2008, up from 10.9% in 2007, while it remained statistically unchanged for people 65 and over, 9.7%. Anyway, like I said, in 2009, the poverty rate will be even higher than this. Increasing poverty rates, declining standards of living for the United States. That's definitely not going forward. That is going backwards. And there's something much more going on here. Something much bigger. Everything is connected. And everything that must change must change quickly or rapidly, because these are the end times transition days. And the transition is happening and ongoing all around the world, day by day.